Ah, all right. Now you should hear me. I was muted the whole time. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing good. Can you please let me know if you can hear me now clearly? I have to improvise today a little bit, since I'm on the balcony. But these are our current zones here in a Bitcoin with the liquidation levels already marked out. Let the session begin. Greetings from Dubai, guys, here from the balcony. Today I also don't have my professional camera here. I think I lost my cable. It's somewhere at least. But yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are doing amazing. So we have 7 more minutes for the New York opening. Now I can hear you, bro. Okay, perfect. I'm just with my normal microphone from my MacBook. I'm not connected to my professional microphone and also not to my professional camera, but I think you guys can see and hear me clearly, right? Today we're looking for a breakout here. Yesterday was really nice when I couldn't go live. I hope you guys catch the cells. I shared with you in our Telegram the D levels. That's currently Bitcoin reacting, or let's say we have like a 15-minute setup. We are reacting. We have here the 15-minute setup right now, market cycle zone. We created a new high, so technically it could definitely happening that we are breaking to the upside here in BTC. Confirmed areas after we hit a new high here, slightly, but we did, are 96.3K up to 96.599. It's also a fair value gap, which is very interesting. Yes, got the sales yesterday, was great, awesome. So yeah, in general, some aggressive 15-minute setups, but definitely on the higher time frame, Bitcoin has the potential to move down here. We have a confirmed 15-minute bearish structure that has exit levels around 93,597. So slightly under the 50%. We also have within these areas, we have the 200 EMA on the 1 hour, which is of course usually a big support level. But for our scalping session today, these are our levels. We have some high liquidation levels over and under us. First take profit is just the high, just because the first liquidation level is pretty far away. So in case that we get rejected here as well, as you can see, we got rejected multiple times. So I would be a little bit careful here. 1, 2, 3, 4. As more we get rejected, right? Like as more times we touch this level, obviously the less strong it gets. So that could also mean that with the fifth touch, we are breaking through it. But yeah, just for you guys to know. So scalping wise, we are going to go into buys. We are breaking this 5-minute structure. I'm already ready. We're having 3 minutes to go. I would go anyways into the buy if we break it to the upside. I'm also in a small intraday trade in buys. So let's see if this is going to work out. 3 more minutes here to go. As I said, on the 1 hour time frame, on the higher time frame, we are definitely having potential to break this market here to the downside. Currently, we are holding the 15-minute structure in BTC. So it's definitely going to be interesting what we are going to see here. Pre-market is yeah, quite bullish right now. So we're preparing for the buy, guys. But how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Oh, getting ready for the buys here. Well, it's actually quite cold today in Dubai. I mean, you guys, some of you guys I know are um, from the German-speaking market, DACH market, which is Germany, Austria, Switzerland, right? You guys, I don't even know what is the weather there. You were like, what the fuck? It's not cold for you, but it kind of feels cold today in Dubai. It's under 20 degrees, 19 degrees right now. And it's kind of chilly, not gonna lie. It's kind of chilly. We're getting ready for the buys here in BTC. Let's see if we can break these high here clearly. Now approaching, now almost there. Doing really good. Sun is shining here. Nice. We're into buys right now in Bitcoin. Let's see what we can get here. Quite aggressive candle here. One minute to go for New York opening. We are already in the buy, so let's see if we can benefit from it. Today is good in German. Hamza also here. Nice. How are you? Hope you're doing good. How many of you guys are from like German-speaking market? Like, let me know which country you're tuning in from. Nice push, by the way. Almost 100 pips in BTC already done. Let's see what the opening will bring. Let's see what the opening will bring. Definitely some nice push here already pre-market. Let's see. These candles are usually a little bit dangerous before the market opens. Definitely retracement potential. So be careful, guys, here. It's already 150 pips right now, which is not bad. So let's see. Let's see if we can continue pushing here. Well, we are already up 200 pips, guys. Think about taking profits depending on your risk management. As I said, I'm not calling where you have to take profits. I'm just saying where interesting levels are. Based on your risk management, take your profits. Estonia, nice. Very, very nice. We are already up 200 pips. Very, very nice pre-move here. Let's see if we can go past these highs or get rejected one more time. I would personally be careful with your position. But let's see. Let's see what we can get here. Some aggressive movement to New York opening. Some retracement for now. But let's see if we can continue being bullish in New York opening. First 5-minute candle, obviously, here. So expect some ping pong. So that was already quite a good move. Let's see. Now over 200 pips here with the opening move. As I said, like it really depends on your own risk management. I'm not calling out exact exits for you guys. Based on your own risk management, I maybe have like a liquidation price. You maybe have like a fixed stop loss. It's really up to you how you trade, right? We retrace this for now. As I said, like these kind of moves get retraced quite often. So let's see if we can continue here. Was a pretty aggressive candle in the beginning. I personally have not put break even. So let's see. We are kind of still like in this indecision zone here, to be honest. Also, this move couldn't really give us a clear break to the upside. So once again, like it's definitely possible that we are breaking also through these lows here. And then continue going down. Some bounce potential is definitely at the 100 EMA level here at the green area. So we might switch also into sells. We already had like a really good move, so maybe some of you guys already took some profits out. And yeah, right now, obviously this candle retraces completely. So let's see what the next 5-minute candle can do here. Let's see what this next 5-minute candle can do here. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Yeah, like these pre-market movements, I don't 100% like that much, but at least we cleaned now. We retraced now to the wick of the candle before, so that's good. So this candle got retraced completely. So now usually it should be at least the opportunity again to push further. Some ping pong as I expected here. But you guys that join the session often see these kind of ping pongs pretty often here. Once again, quick scalps might make sense in the first 5 minutes. And that's why, like, because of these moves, I don't put break even that quick. In this case, at least. But once again, over 200 pip move is not bad to also take profits, right? If you did that, obviously then I wouldn't like to lose this trade anymore. So let's see what we can get here. Do we get the continuation of the uptrend? At least we have like a 5-minute structure, as you can see, right? We do have a 5-minute structure that of course doesn't mean too much, right? But and also we hold this high here. So like this 5-minute structure now got confirmed. And if we are just taking a look here on the trend-based Fibonacci extension, which can indicate where we might go with this, then we can see that we already have some profit levels. We have reached some profit levels here. The 61.8 extension level at 95,751. Sorry, 95,757. We just reached it with this wick. Of course, would be nice to also break the highs here, but yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, not a very clean move for now, but yeah, I'm still pretty chill. I'm still pretty chill. What is Ethereum doing? Nothing really clean here. Let's actually take a look on Ethereum. What kind of liquidation levels we have here to potentially also go into a trade. Might be interesting for sales now soon. Yeah, here we don't really have anything interesting. I mean, it's kind of like 3,267. Doesn't really look too interesting. What do we see in Bitcoin? Let's see. Probably some manipulation move here. Bitcoin unfortunately doesn't give us what we really wanted. Now getting ready for sells. Now it's interesting for sells, guys. Let's see if we can actually get a proper movement here. I don't really like this, to be honest. What's happening here for now? Wouldn't go in with the first touch. Yes, I'm still in the Bitcoin buy, but not with high risk. I would still like to see Bitcoin going up here. I'm personally still into the buy, yeah. I'm also in an intraday buy. Both. I'm in a scalping buy and I'm in a intraday buy. Here's my intraday buy, which still targets the 96,307 area. So yes, currently still into the buy position. Some of you guys might got stopped out break even depending on your risk management, right? But yes, I'm still in. Let's see. That was just a liquidity grab. For now, still in the Bitcoin buy. I'm currently in the scalp and drawdown, and my intraday buy, I'm in small profits. Actually, double check here. Yeah. Here was my entry. Here we are, yeah, 100 pips in profit. So nothing really crazy happening here. First 15 minutes bearish. Let's see. Let's see if we can get something clear here. For now, I'm not really happy with the movement. I don't really like this movement so far, to be really honest with you. Now we are approaching the low again. Not really in with big risk here. It's kind of like right now it's like 5% minus on the margin I put in. But I put like a second position here also on the sell if we can get it. Let's see. For now, I would still like to hold the buys. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I have to communicate clear with you guys. Otherwise, you don't really know what I'm doing. Like personally, I'm in drawdown with my scalping position and I am in small profits. Basically break even with my intraday position. Let's see, currently it looks more bearish. Liquidity levels for the short 94,893. Here's the short liquids. I actually have to okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to get my chart. Okay, guys, 1 second. I need to go inside. I'm gonna be there in 1 minute. I'm still in the buys, okay? I'm still in the buys. So, yeah, not really liking this movement, to be honest. Test. Yeah, that is working. So now I'm also getting with the second scalping position ready for the sells. Okay. My computer almost dies here. Yeah, not perfect here, to be honest. I'm with very small leverage here. Obviously, you guys that are still in bias, you can obviously, if we are breaking down here, I would personally think about obviously cutting losses, right? And going into the sell position with another position on the standard futures. If you're still in, right? Like me. Me personally, I'm not in with high risk, so I'm good here. If you didn't put your stop loss on break even here or took profits, I would definitely think about here if we're breaking to cut losses and switch back to a sell position. On standard futures, you can open different different direction. You never should be in with full margin in any trade. Have a proper risk management, guys, where you want to cut your losses, where you want to take profits. Really important. Really, really important. So I'm getting ready for sells now. We're into sells. Pretty quickly now. Out here, if we're coming here, I would most likely put that one out. Let my intraday running and see if we can get the shorts here. Currently, I'm in very small drawdown on the buy position and the sell position as well. I have the feeling that we want to go down here. So let's see. Let's see. Could you show the liquid levels to the short again? Was that enough that I showed here, Dennis? Let's see. It's going to be interesting now what happens here. But like when we are coming here, I'm going to take a decision what I'm doing with both positions. Currently, they are being hedged against each other. So I would benefit from both ways. If we can actually break, like hard stop for the sell, right? I would definitely be say this high here at the latest. That would be around 500 pips, right? That would be 500 pips. If you guys are in the sell, maybe you didn't even do it, right? I did. For now, it's definitely not that good. So now it's going to be interesting if we can get the shorts down here. For everybody that is completely new, I would definitely rewatch some of our lives It's definitely important to know how we trade here. We're trading scalping moves. I'm personally taking my sell position out break even now and waiting for a clearer move. I'm out break even in my sell position and I'm waiting for a clearer move now. I just put it out here. If we are breaking this low again, I would go in again. Currently, I'm out of my sell position. I took it out break even, plus minus 0. And I would re-enter here again if we are breaking the low. I just took it out for now to not have too much risk. Still in the buy position here in drawdown from up here. Now in again in the short. And it retraces again. It's so crazy. Today is really a bad volume day. That's insane. That's insane. Still in the buys also. I went in with small risk here just because it's a little bit unclear what happens. Very bad day to be honest so far with volume. Here we had some nice proper volume, but we almost hit like the take profit. Still in the buys, but we definitely need some proper movement here. But for today, it's really a bad example for this scalping strategy, unfortunately, so far. That's really ass, yeah. I know. I know. I'm trying really to save my positions here. So also here in this case, I would probably be really careful with this sell position. I would love for Bitcoin to go up in general, but it kind of looks bearish, right? Kind of looks bearish. But yeah, I'm in with like lower margin here and low risk in the sell. So let's see if we can get something here. To be honest, I would really love for Bitcoin to go up. For now, this is really not nice volume. It's not really nice volume. So we are currently around break even, guys. A little bit over. I don't know who is in the sell, but who is still in the buys anyways. Like I know that some of you guys most likely took some profits here or went out break even. So let me know. Today I'm the stupid person here. I'm I'm still in the buys. But yeah, let's have some belief here. Let's have some belief here. The thing is, it's always important to also know like your risk management. Like I personally, I'm here with like I'm not getting liquidated with this position even like in this area here. So I'm very chill, right? If you have a high leverage, of course, you need to have a little bit of um, tighter stop losses and stuff like that. So there I would manage my trade completely different, right? If we have from the highs here and we have already over 200 pips move and I'm in a trade with a high leverage, um, I would potentially go out then here and not hold my trade until it goes down here, right? Because I already took profits then in this case. Because you guys need to think about it, like 250 pips is not little, you know, if you're in with a good amount of leverage, right? Ace says, I'm in the buys. All right, let's see if we can recover here. Let's see if we can recover here. Anybody in sells? I saw Moritz is in cells. I would love to get the buys running, right? I would love to get the buys running, and I would love it. I would love it to scale it up, right? I'd love to scale it up until the 15-minute fair value gap here around 96,200. It's I think my TP here is 96,180 for my intraday position. Maybe we can even scale it up until then. For now, it's kind of ass movement, like for now. So, but yeah, let's see. For now, it's really bad movement here on a Friday. Currently, like from our entries, that's in the buys, we are currently in a drawdown of around 200, what is it? 250 pips. So it's not a big drawdown yet. Once again, like know your risk management. If you don't want to risk it, if you're with too high leverage, you can of course also secure your losses in the buy, especially if we are breaking down here. I mean, then we have targets at 94,893, which is of course like almost 700 pips. So most likely, if you have like a fixed stop loss, that would definitely be a stop loss. So right now we are still in like okay areas, which is around, now it's around 300 pips, right? But we definitely have the potential to go down, right? We definitely have the potential to go down, but we also have the potential to go up. It sounds so wrong, but yeah. Today, really bad example, not gonna lie. Really bad example here. Yesterday was an awesome day, for example. We broke the low and we had like a crazy move to the downside, right? We can see it here. Where do we have it? Yesterday, what was it? Thursday. Yeah, I think it was down here, right? We had our entry here, I believe. And then it smashed down here. So that was awesome. That was an awesome move. But today it's, at least for now, it's not so nice, yeah. But maybe the cells give us something now. Breaking down right now. Let's actually take a look quick. Be another. Here's the low. Still holding strong. Still holding strong for now. I wanted to scale the sell to the 1 hour order block above the 50% Fibonacci, or maybe even to the volume area high at 50% Fib from the 1 hour setup. From the one, yeah. I'm going to show you guys what he means. So this is the 1 hour setup, right? So if we're breaking through this one, I'm pretty sure that we are going to this take profit area here at 93,597. Not saying that you need to scale it down, scale it to this point. But if we're actually breaking down here, it's gonna be most likely that we're gonna break even further down, which we do right now. So the sells give us right now a pretty clean move. Buys are most likely out with loss. I'm in with both positions, right? Sells look kind of good. It is now, this was like a 200 pip move as well, same like before. Same like before. I'm personally still into sells and buys, both. Let's actually see if we have some bounce potential here. Yeah, so now we have the typical setup, right? Manipulation, wick down the lows, and that could happen now that we are moving up. I'm personally going to wait for the 5-minute candle to close and take a decision then. What I'm going to do here. Line chart says we're still holding. Since the line chart is obviously also the candle close, right? What is the 1-minute chart saying? Let's take a look here. Since there, yeah, we're still holding strong. Okay. Still holding strong. So let's see what happens here. If this 1-minute candle closes, we are down and it looks like we're breaking down. Looks like we're breaking down. Nice move to the downside. Let's see what the sells are doing here. Okay. Here's going to be the profit scenarios. I mean, we're broke down now, but we have here some bounce potential. Here we have some bounce potential. Let's see. Some good move. It was a round, very nice move actually. 200 pips also. Let's see if it's just a manipulation in with both positions. If this candle actually closes like this, I'm gonna go out of the sell. Me personally. Waiting the 1-minute 30 until the 5-minute candle closes. On the 5-minute, we have not broken this low here. We are still holding it. 1-minute 20 to go. Yeah, I'm personally, it looks like it's just a manipulation. That's really some bad example for today. Really, really bad volume here. It's not really giving us a clear move. And of course, that's exactly what we don't want, right? Like, this is definitely one of the worst days, I think, since we're going live here. I mean, there were worse days actually in Christmas time, but from the volume and before as well. But this is a really tricky situation here. I'm still into the buys up with this entry above here. I'm still holding them, and the sells I'm also in. I got a little bit of a better entry. I think it's around break even. If it goes a little bit under, I'm still like I'm around break even. So I'm waiting now for this candle to close. Now I'm in profits. I'm personally going out of this position break even. If we're closing like this here. Yeah, right now I'm break even. See, slightly loss. It's just I don't want to take the risk, so personally I'm going out here. And I hope for the buy to actually still work. Damn, guys, sorry for that. It's a really, really bad example today. Unfortunately. But now I'm still in the buys. Sells, I went out. It's just too tricky for me today. I really hope we can still secure the buys, me personally at least. I'm still in the intraday position as well. Still in here as well. Oops. Don't mind my stop loss. It's an open position. So I'm still in this position here. Just put it here. I'm still in this position here. Let me mark it out because sometimes if I just put it like this, you might think that's my official parameters, but that's the entry. Just gonna do it with lines for now. So let's see if we can get the buys to play out. Sorry guys for this ping pong. I'm unfortunately no market maker that can decide what the volume is. I can just tell you guys what I did transparently. I went out stop loss. I went out with break even on the sell because it didn't give the move that I wanted. I'm still in buys, like I said, from this point. So I'm in drawdown right now, but still hoping that we can secure this position. So let's see. For the people that are in no trade, obviously if we are breaking the high of this candle, you can think about a re-entry, or of course, if you want to be in the same boat like me, you can just enter here, right? No financial advice whatsoever. I'm personally right now in a long position in Bitcoin with a drawdown of around 130 pips, 150 pips right now. No clear movements here. I didn't take any profits on the sell. I got stopped out, break even. I think small loss because of fees. But right now I'm still in buys, and I hope now we can get the retracement for the buys. So if you're still into buys, we are approaching break even. Ace, are you still into the buys? Ace Soul? Right now you're break even, or should be near break even. Very, very bad movement today, at least for our strategy. But this is unfortunately part of the game. We cannot always win. But right now we are here break even. Soulless Ace, you're still in. That's nice. Sorry for the people that, for them, like it was a really tricky day for some people that maybe are here as complete beginners. You might had some struggles. Maybe you also had to take some losses. Sorry for that. Unfortunately, I can just say what I'm doing. I cannot, 100% predict the market. But yeah, I can just share what I did. And today was also very tricky for me to figure out how to manage these positions today, not gonna lie. But yeah, right now we are break even with this. Very, very small loss because of fees here for the sell, just to be transparent here as well. But currently on break even with small profit actually. I got a little bit of a better entry here. I can see here. Sometimes that happens too. So yeah, let's see if we can actually push. I'm still in the intraday buy as just mentioned. Went in here at 95,291. And I would still like to have this area here to get filled. I really would love to. That would save my day for today. That would save my day for today. I put my take profit on the intraday position a little bit down Basically shortly under the 15-minute fair value gap here. But yeah, let's see if we can get this buy. Would be nice. Would be a good finish for this day. Right now, break even. If you guys don't want to risk it anymore because of the volume, right now we are break even on the, and then small profits. So think about it, you know, we have some aggressive move that might get retraced. I'm personally still in both positions. Sells, I'm out. Ace said he closed break even. Let's see. But risk management is important. And even if we now go up, don't regret what you did. You listen to your own risk management. You were in big drawdown, or let's say not big drawdown, but you were in drawdown. And now you close break even. So that is also a win, even though when we're going up. I personally, I'm still in the buy, but at least you close break even. And then next week we can come again and hopefully see better days, because today was very, very tricky for, I think, all of us here, right? Unfortunately, it cannot always go like we want to. We had some amazing, amazing results over the week. I personally had great results on my personal account with the scalping sessions, especially yesterday with the cells was awesome. Full TP. Always think about it. Think about the day by day, right? Day by day. Oh, sorry. Losses are part of the game, right? Losses are part of the game. As long as you have a proper risk management and you don't lose more than you want, you don't lose more than it hurts, right? It's really important. Proper risk management. Every stop loss should be okay to lose based on your risk management, on your trading plan. Let's see. I won't take any other trade today because of this ping pong. I will see what this trade is doing here. We have to admit that we have some bearish structure here right now on the lower time frame because we broke this low. So probably it was a good decision to close break even. I'm willing to take this position a little bit longer. My liquidation price is even under these levels, so it's completely fine. I only put margin in that I'm willing to lose into the trade. So either way, it doesn't matter what happens. I'm completely fine, but of course I would be happy if we can actually get the proper move to the upside and be profitable. Let's see. What is Ethereum doing? Ethereum is also doing ping pong, so nothing really happening here. When it comes to Ethereum, we are obviously moving sideways right now. We're obviously moving sideways right now, the same like in Bitcoin. But if we can actually properly break up these levels, I think we will also break through the highs. But yeah, long story short, Ethereum also has some potential, especially because of this big 1 hour imbalance candle, to go at least to the 50%, 3,233, and if not even to this area here to fill the complete gap, because here we also have the 200 EMA laying under us for proper support. So I expect a bounce either here or obviously here. Would definitely fit with this big gap that we still have. You can see here. But for now, scalping wise, everything can happen. Right? So we can see something like this. And then we go down, same in Bitcoin, right? Same in Bitcoin as well. Here as well. We can definitely first, before we see the move to the downside, we can definitely see something like this here first, right? And then we go down. Completely into play. So let's see. We're sitting here at the 100 EMA, 50 EMA, sorry, in yellow, which is currently, yeah, basically reacting as a, not as a support, but a resistance. So let's see. Because over us, we also have an imbalance, which we shouldn't ignore. We have an imbalance here, right? That's definitely possible to get grabbed first, and then we go down. So let's see. Everything is possible here. Currently around break even, a little bit in drawdown with this position. And obviously 1 minute structure. We can see here we have come into the 88.6, 78.6. So for everybody, that close break even was for now a very good decision. As I said, I'm playing this scalp a little bit different. But I'm not saying you should play it the same way. But very tricky market also for me today. Very tricky market. Hopefully next week it's going to be better again. Today I'm really not happy because it was also very tough to communicate. It's very hard sometimes to open up positions, managing positions at the same time. I'm doing it today on my phone because I don't have my normal setup here. And then obviously checking the chat, checking everything. It's in Skyping. It's not that easy. It's for me also challenging. But I'm trying to adapt. I'm trying to get better there, step by step. Well, Friday. Friday is usually, I don't even know if we had like a proper good Friday so far. I remember Friday also always as like a little bit of a tricky one. Yeah, looks like we're respecting this area for now. So for everybody that closed break even, congrats. Was a good decision so far. Okay, guys. But I'm gonna count that as I'm just gonna stay for a little bit and then let's see. We're retracing again pretty heavily. Let's see how we react here. I'm not into any sells or something, just for you guys to know. And I'm also not taking any more trades here personally because I don't like the movement. But it still looks more bearish than bullish since we reacted from this point of interest. But of course, it's 1 minute, right? If you're thinking about going into sells, it would be possible to go into, if we are breaking down here, obviously it wouldn't be the best risk to reward anymore. Its entry would be around 95,000, and then I mean we have like not even 200 pips here. Lowest level would be 677. That would mean we have around 320 pips. So once again, not perfect. So yeah, I think most of you guys are break even out. I don't know if some of you guys are still in sells. I personally am not, and I'm not going into. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter if it breaks down. Doesn't matter if it's profitable. Where we hit TP1. But I am not profiting from this movement right now. If you're still in sells, that might be a good place here to take profits. If you went in here, that is around 300 pips. So pretty good movement. If you are actually into sales still, we came to the profit area here. I'm personally am not into sales. I close break even, small loss because of the fees. And I'm not profiting here from the sales right now, to be transparent with everybody. Yeah, very, very weird day today. Let's see if we can get actually the proper movements here soon. We are in some areas where I expect some potential support into these areas here. But obviously, if we are actually breaking down here, then I think we go much lower, because then we might approach already the 1 hour setup. We are also approaching the 100 EMA in green on the 1 hour. For now, we are holding these levels. So yeah, I personally would end it here from my side. I'm personally not in sales. If you guys are in sales, congrats. Now it would be some time to start taking profits. I'm gonna count that as a losing day here for the buys. I'm personally still in buys, but I'm counting that as a stop loss and the sell as a break even. So it's a losing day today for me personally. Statistically here, just mentioning it and posting it into our group. But I'm personally out for today. Very shitty day, personally. If you're in sales, congrats. If not, let's come next week back and hopefully have a better day than today, because that is definitely not what I personally wanted here. But yeah, we might get some retracements very soon for the buys. Most of you guys probably went out break even. I personally am still in the buys because I have a pretty pretty low risk trade, both intraday and scalp. So I'm good, all good. But yeah, that's me. Not a good end of the week. Sorry guys. See you next Monday. Hopefully with some better results for today. Unfortunately, we have to, or I have to close this day officially for the statistic with a loss. I'm also not counting it as a win if we are breaking this one here up and come here. I personally don't count it like this, just to be transparent. Okay, guys, sorry for the not so good day. I always try my best to give you the results, but we can unfortunately not win all the time. Yeah, reflect on your risk management. Learn from this day, and we're gonna see each other next week. Have a good weekend, and yeah, hopefully next week with better results. Thank you so much for your time, and talk to you very soon. Bye bye.